Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Wednesday, the 23rd of March. Mumbai attack plotter David Headley admits donating money to Lashkar-e-Taib. Pakistan observes 76th Republic Day with military prowess. And India-Russia enhance cooperation in disaster management. And now for all the details, Lashkar-e-Taib or LET operative David Coleman Headley's cross-examination in the 2008 Mumbai terror attack case began on Wednesday. He has been arrested for his role in the terror attack on Mumbai in November 2008, in which 166 people were killed.
Pakistani-American terrorist David Headley's cross-examination began in Mumbai Session Court via video from the US. The 55-year-old terrorist answered to several queries regarding his association and training with the LET. He also said he had done a pre-bargaining agreement with the US authorities.
Firstly, he has admitted that he has donated 80 lakhs Pakistani rupees to Lashkar-e-Taib. However, he claimed that he was not knowing exactly as to what that money was used and for what purpose. Secondly, he has admitted that he has invested his money in Dubai as well as Pakistan. He further admitted that before the arrest by the FBI in the terror case of 26 November, he was working as a drug peddler and he was convicted by American court for 2 times, but he was released on the probation on certain grounds.
This comes after Headley concluded a week-long deposition before Mumbai Sessions Court in February through video link, where he made startling revelations about the role of Pakistan's spy agency, Inter-Service Intelligence or ISI, and LET operatives. Headley, who is serving a 35-year jail term in the US, had turned approver in the Mumbai attack case in order to avoid death penalty. Lawyers said his disclosures will help in prosecution case, and evidences provided by him will be used in due course of time.
Even as the Brussels attack rocked the entire world, panic gripped India too, where security was beefed up across the country. Political analysts and leaders called for unity among all countries of the world to combat terrorism.
Security forces remained vigilant across India on Wednesday, a day after Islamic State carried out twin attacks in Brussels, killing over 30 people. Security was ramped up at airports and metro stations in cities across the country. Even as the world is fighting war against terrorism, leaders say only unity and cooperation among all countries can tackle the menace.
आतंकवाद निश्चित तौर से आज पूरी दुनिया के लिए, पूरी दुनिया की शांति और सौहार्द के लिए चुनौती है, और मजहब को सुरक्षा कवच बना करके जो एक कायराना करतूतें हो रही हैं, जो एक कावर्डली एक्टिविटीज चल रही हैं, वो निश्चित तौर से ऐसी शैतानी हरकतों को पूरी तरह से एकजुट होकर के पूरे विश्व को ध्वस्त करना होगा। मेरे देश में जो सौहार्द है, एकता है, उसी की ताकत है कि ऐसी ताकतें यहाँ पर भी सफल नहीं हो पा रही हैं, और यही सौहार्द और यही एकता पूरे विश्व को दिखानी पड़ेगी।
Experts feel that European countries have of late become a center of target as youth of the region in large number are influenced to join terror outfits.
Brussels is the headquarters of the NATO, that's why also it was under their target. Apart from this, last few months we have seen, they have been under terrible pressure from the Russian as well as American troops in Syria and Iraq. So many of them have written back and targeting Western Europe, continental Europe, and Belgium, France, Germany, and many other. Britain is also expecting this type of attack. It should be condemned by international community. There is a need, for international community to unite and fight this menace.
Meanwhile, Indian authorities have confirmed that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Belgian capital of Brussels as per schedule on March 30th for the 13th India-EU summit.
Pakistan on Wednesday celebrated its 76th Republic Day with a renewed pledge to make the country stronger by eliminating the menace of terrorism. A report.
The nation observed the 76th anniversary of Pakistan Day on Wednesday by exhibiting its defence prowess as well as rich cultural heritage. President Mamnoon Hussain, Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, Chief of Army Staff General Rahil Sharif and Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Muhammad Zakaullah, besides other senior officials, witnessed joint military parade by Pakistan Armed Forces in capital Islamabad. The country on the occasion also vowed to wipe out the menace of terrorism, achieve sustainable economic growth and greater political stability. A wreath-laying ceremony was also held in country's southern city of Karachi at the mausoleum of founder of Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Pakistan Day marks the historic event in 1940 when the Lahore Resolution was passed demanding a separate homeland for Muslims in the subcontinent.
The Pakistan opposition parties have moved a privilege motion in the parliament against country's Interior Minister Nisar Ali Khan for misleading the House on departure of former President Pervez Musharraf. During a joint session of Parliament, Nisar Ali had earlier stated that the Supreme Court's approval to lift Musharraf's travel ban was the reason for government's move to remove his name from country's exit control list or ECL. However, in a privilege motion, opposition has stated that Apex Court's order did not prevent the government from taking action against Musharraf and left the decision on the government's discretion. Musharraf, who has been facing multiple legal charges including treason and murder, left for Dubai last week, hours after the government removed his name from ECL. The breakaway Afghan Taliban faction has rejected the reports on detention of its leader Mullah Muhammad Rasool by Pakistan authorities. His deputy Mullah Abdul Manan Niazi called the reports as enemy propaganda and added that Rasool is presently in Afghanistan and leading his fighters. He also added that group's survival does not depend on arrest or killing of one leader, stated reports. Reports emerged on Tuesday regarding the detention of Rasool by Pakistan authorities shortly after entering Pakistan soil while fleeing from the recent Taliban infighting in southern Afghanistan earlier this month. He was appointed as the leader of the Afghan Taliban faction last year after several insurgents rejected Mullah Akhtar Mansoor as Taliban's supremo. India and Russia are set to work together in the field of disaster management. Both the countries signed a memorandum of understanding in order to enhance cooperation in minimizing the consequences of natural calamities.
During the India-Russia Joint Commission meeting, India's Interior Minister Rajnath Singh met Russian Minister for Civil Defence Vladimir Andreevich Pushkov in New Delhi and signed a MOU to tackle disasters like floods, droughts, cyclones and landslides. A statement issued by the government said that the leaders focused on measures to control floods, minimize its consequences as well as collaborate in capacity building. Singh said that his government is committed to convergence of disaster risk reduction with development programs in India, which is one of the most disaster-prone countries in the world. He added that working in this direction would benefit India as such calamities hamper its development. The bilateral cooperation in the field of disaster management between the two countries will be carried forward in future as well, said Pushkov.
The vibrant culture and tradition of India came alive in the recently held cultural festa in northeastern province of Tripura. It was an opportunity for children of the region to showcase their daredevil talents. It is that time of the year when India comes alive with a kaleidoscope of colours and joy as holy fever grips one and all. And while Indians get soaked up in festive spirit, how can it not catch the fancy of the foreigners? Take a look at how revelers from around the world are having a gala time in the country.
It was a very, very special event for me. It's my first life in my life, and I hope that it's not the last. I want to come back another time at the same moment of the year to do another time again, because it was super special for me. So thank you, India, for this beautiful event.
I love Holi, beautiful festival of color, and India is the country of colors. India is the country where the message of peace and unity, like all the colors, different colors, one rainbow. Here in India, the culture of unity. This is where wisdom comes from India to the rest of the world.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Mumbai attack plotter David Headley admits donating money to Lashkar-e-Taib. Pakistan observes 76th Republic Day with military prowess. And India-Russia enhance cooperation in disaster management. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.